Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Zach Lawley. I'm a project manager here at 5 Words Media. I'm here with an Allen and Heath SQ5 and we're building a mix. We've already dialed in our band. Now we need to add some vocals to it. I'm going to start with my lead vocal. Let's listen to it raw.
Come on, oh hero of heaven, let's shout it. And oh hero of heaven, you conquered the grave. You free every captive and break every chain. Oh,
it's a really good vocal. We need to do a little bit to kind of clean it up. It doesn't sound like it's the right mic capsule for this singer, but we can fix that. So let's grab our lead vocal. Let's get to our EQ. The first thing we want to do, let's insert a high pass filter. For me, with vocals, I go really high with my high pass filter because you can always bring it back. But I usually start about almost close to 200. I'm going to start at 189 here. And let's hear how that sounds.
Come on, oh hero of heaven, let's
turn it off.
And oh hero of heaven, you conquered the grave.
You can hear with just the high pass filter how much it's cleaned it up.
Every chain, oh,
let's add a little EQ now.
You have done great things. We dance in your freedom, awakens alive. Oh Jesus, our Savior, your name lifted high. Oh God, you have done great things. And hallelujah, God, above it all. Come on, oh hero of heaven, let's shout it. And oh hero of heaven, you conquered the grave. You free every captive and break every chain. Oh.
One thing I do for my lead vocalist is I grab a high shelf and I just take it at 7.5 hertz. I'll take it up about 2 to 3 dB. And what that does is that just puts your lead vocal right on top of your mix.
And hallelujah, God, above it all. Come on, oh hero of heaven, let's shout it. And oh hero of heaven, you conquered the grave. You free.
One cool thing with the SQ is you can hit this RTA button and you can turn it on. You can get a frequency response of what the console is getting from that input.
Alive. Oh Jesus, our Savior, your name lifted high. Oh God.
Cool, so the EQ's sounding really good. This is my lead vocalist. I'm probably not gonna put a gate on it, but I will go hit my compressor and I will compress it a little bit. Let's pull it up.
Above it all. Come on, oh hero of heaven, let's shout it. And oh hero of heaven, you conquered the grave. You free every captive.
So I basically took the attack and I made it a little bit faster. It's about medium on the attack and then a decent medium to fast release. I kept it at a 3.1 ratio. I felt like that was really good for this vocalist. And then now I'm just kind of messing with the threshold and the gain to get it to sound where I want it to sound.
And hallelujah, God, above it all. Come on, oh hero of heaven, let's shout it. And oh hero of heaven, you conquered the grave. You free every captive.
One thing I want to do is I want to add a little vocal reverb. I know my vocal reverb is FX3, so I'm going to hit that and I'm going to add my lead vocal to effects 3. If I go to my effects and I go to effects 3, right now it's a stereo delay. So let's go to our library, let's find reverb, and let's find, I like a vocal plate, but maybe we could, I like a good vocal plate, but maybe we can find a Hall small vocal. Let's recall that and let's hear how that sounds.
Oh God, you have done great things.
That sounds really good. It sounds like I could EQ that reverb out a little bit. Let's grab our reverb return. Let's go to processing and let's grab our EQ and let's see if we can maybe add a high pass filter and a low pass filter to get some of that high end and low end to get out. Typically for me, for vocal reverbs, I'll grab it and I'll crank it all the way up to about 500. There's a lot of that low end that I really don't want. And for a high pass filter, I'll take it up to about 6 or 7K. Let's see how that sounds.
You have done great things. We dance in your freedom, awaken to life. Oh Jesus, our Savior, your name lifted high, oh God.
It sounds good. I think I could get a better reverb though. Let's see if we can kind of dial this in a little bit. Let's turn our pre-delay down. Let's turn our decay time up. And let's change our high frequency slope just a little bit. Also with this SQ is you can turn on this expert button and you can change things like the diffusion, the size, the shape, and the reference.
Hero of heaven, you conquered the grave. You free every captive and break every chain, oh God.
That's sounding really good to me. Let's hear what the vocal sounds like with the band in it.
Hero of heaven, you conquered the grave. You free every captive and break every chain, oh God. You have done great things. We dance in your freedom, awaken to life. Oh Jesus, our Savior, your name lifted high, oh God. You have done great things.